Whew. Dragon Ball news. Dragon Ball news. I seen Geekdom did a video. I didn't watch it. Someone in my Discord posted a letter about Toro saying he's gonna take some time off. He's working on the Black Frieza arc. And I'm gonna be the first one to say this. I have seen a lot of forged and fake shit, so I wouldn't fall for that. There's a Dragon Ball movie rumor going around for Dragon Ball Super. I wouldn't be surprised if you do get a movie. Be known after a superhero that it was slated for 2 or 3 movies to actually come out. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say something that no sources, just me. I'm gonna say something. Do I think Super is about to return to the manga, right? I would say that all depends on how Daima do when the release comes out in October. Do I think it will ever be completed? Yes. I think at some point they will go ahead and complete Super. Do I still believe that they're going to do 2 or 3 arcs? Yes and no. Once again, that all depends on what happens with the ownership, the licensing. It's a lot. What do I recommend they do? Give us 2 or 3 arcs. Call it a day. End it with Black Frieza. Call it a day. But tell a story getting there. What do I see about the next movie? It's a movie coming out. I hope it's not Boo in the movie. I hope Boo get put back in the continuity of Super. They decided to make Superhero to a adaptation and gave us a manga chapter. So why not go ahead and just give us Boo? Because let's face it, you got Frieza, you got Cell, retarded Cell, but Boo is the next logical villain. No, you guys don't want to hear that, but I mean, you don't want to hear that. All of you keep talking about End of Z and how Super and Z go together and blah, 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 blah. And nobody even talked about this. No, listen, I'm going to keep saying this. I want you guys to understand. So I'm going to keep hitting this hammer on the nail. You can't just turn off everything that Super has given you guys just to get that End of Z. If they go ahead and give you Z, the way Z ended in Super, then that will effectively tie in Super with GT. And that wouldn't make no fucking sense because in GT, the highest transformation was Super Saiyan 4 and the strongest villain was Omega Shenron. Yet Omega Shenron wasn't no god destruction. And Omega Shenron couldn't just erase universes like just Hakai and shit. Eradicating shit. Omega Shenron didn't have the power to just tap a table and split a planet in fucking half. I'm sorry. That's just the amount of power that Super has unleashed. Broly. Listen to what I'm about to say. Broly. It took Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta right to humble Omega. It took Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta to humble Broly. That means Broly is stronger than Omega Shenron. Okay? Because Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan will run circles around Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Especially with the Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego forms that Goku and Vegeta have right now. That means Broly will humble Omega Shenron with his finger. So for all of you that want that End of Z, just know that will effectively tie in Super to GT. And they took ideas from GT and gave you Super. You know, the universes, the Grand Tour. They did not go to other planets, universes, and get the Black Star Dragon Balls. Now you got the Super Dragon Balls, which are even more powerful than the Black Star Dragon Balls. They gave you Ranger 17, who is fucking stronger than Super 17. They took so many ideas from GT and put it in Super. I keep telling you guys, look at Super Saiyan God Goku, the red Goku, and then look at Super Saiyan 4. They took ideas from 4 and gave you a red Goku. They pay homage to GT and Super. Now, there's still discussion if Bulla's older than Pan or is Pan older than Bulla. Nobody knows. It's just like saying Vegeta was stronger than Gogeta based on the Potara, and then we find out that how can that be? They're both the same fucking people, just two different names. So anyway, two different forms of future. I digress. If they give you the Oob fly away with Goku and end Super right there, then how do you explain the original ending? That means the original ending never happened, because if you're going to retell the end of Z in Super, then that means Super now will be the original ending to Z. It would now officially become the original ending. That means GT never existed. Now, if they give you the flyaway, but they continue the story, then that also means GT never existed, which is probably why they are paying homage in Super with some of the ideas from GT. But you gotta, Z is its own show now. You have to, Super is its own show. See, it's Super, Z, and GT. And I'm not saying that Super is better than Z or GT. What I'm saying is this is Super timeline, Z timeline, GT timeline. You cannot, under no circumstance, tie this into Z in any fucking way. If it ends, if they give you the Oob and Goku flyaway at the tournament, then that effectively kills Z. That effectively, after Boo kills it, that means that never happened. That never happened. And if you guys want that, then that means you're stupid as fuck. Because if Super would never came out, Z and GT flow right into each other. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It flows right into each other. So if y'all want the end of Z and Super, that effectively from after Kid Buu got killed, erases everything else that you know. That also means GT don't exist. One guy said, well, we just forget about the characters in Super because they don't matter. They are main characters in Super, so how don't they fucking matter? Jiren was the main antagonist in the Tournament of Power. He was the main antagonist. Broly was the main antagonist in Broly. He's now part of continuity. Beast Gohan was the main protagonist, and Cell Max was the main antagonist, right? And Maro was the main antagonist, Maro and Granola was the main antagonist. I can keep going on and on. Oh, how them characters doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. They help tell the story of Super, asshole. So all this shit about fucking, and then Black Frieza solos all of GT by himself. He solos everybody in Z by himself. So if you really want that end of Z tie-in, just know that Dragon Ball Z, the original story, doesn't matter at that point. You guys might want to think about that. That's why I keep telling you, forget the way Z ended. Z is his own fucking story. Toriyama made that statement about the Battle of Gods. He said the Battle of Gods was a story that he wanted to do. He could never get off the ground, but it take place a couple of years after the fight with Majin Buu. That's it. He didn't say that, oh yeah, man, that was meant to be the original ending to Z. None of that. He never said that he wanted to redo Z. He never said that. You just got certain people in YouTube and the anime community that took that and ran with that. And started spreading, yeah, man, fuck, this the way it is, man. Free to this. Super is telling its own fucking story. It has nothing to do with Z. The Oob and Super would not be the Oob and Z. The Pan and Super will not be the Pan and Z. The Gohan and Super is not the Gohan and Z at this point. The Frieza in Super is not the Frieza in Z at this point, because the Frieza in Z at this point was dead. Broly was dead. Now Broly's in this continuity. Do you see where I'm going with this? I hope. And then this Dragon Ball Super Season 2. Do you guys know how seasons work? Do y'all know how seasons work? Let me break it down to you. Battle of Gods, the Beerus Saga, was Season 1. Resurrection F Saga, Frieza, right? That was Season 2. Yeah. You already had a Season 2. The Universe 6 arc, the tournament, right? Between 7 and 6 was Season 3. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. After that, you had some fillers, but ultimately you came up to the Tournament of Power arc. Was that like what? Let me look. The Season 3, Season 4. No, Season 4 was Zamasu. Season 4 was Zamasu. Matter of fact, Zamasu was so long, it might be Season 4 before Vegito, and then Season 5 will be Vegito, or they'll go Season 4 Part 1, Season 4 Part 2. And then the final season, the Tournament of Power so long, it can be Season 5 Part 1, Season 5 Part 2, Season 5 Part 6, or they can go Season 5, 6, and 7. Actually, be Season 8 if they do Zamasu Season fucking 4 and 5. Bottom line is you already had Season 2 of fucking Dragon Ball Super. I don't understand you, mother. Hey man, Season 2, Dragon Ball Super Season 2. You think a whole season of Dragon Ball Super was the first whole 130 fucking 1 or 32 episodes? Are you kidding me? Then that's the fucking case. Dragon Ball Z in its whole what? How many episodes of Dragon Ball Z? Is it like 294 episodes, something like that? That means all 200. Well, that's Dragon Ball Z Season 1. If they bring it back, it'd be Dragon Ball Z Season 2. When they give you box sets, those are seasons. I don't understand you fucking people. But all this news coming out, it's really not news. It's to be expected. We was already told a movie was in the works a couple years ago. And we were told maybe 2 or 3 movies at that best. So I'm just waiting for the official report to come out. Not some Easter egg. Not none of this stuff. Like I said, I didn't even watch Geekdom's video. I can just read the comments and get a consensus. One guy say it was 9 minutes of just speculation. That's what Geekdom does. No reason why this channel ain't growing as fast as it could have grown. Speculate all the fucking time. I'm waiting. I can go on the Dragon Ball websites myself. I'm waiting for the official website to tell us the shit. If I don't see no official website saying nothing, I ain't gonna believe nothing Geekdom say. I don't give a fuck. If you go on X and get it from that guy Sand Scholar, or whatever the fuck that guy name is on X, he gets everything fucking from. I wait for the official source. When I see something on Bandai Namco, if I see something on the Dragon Ball website itself, now I know it's legit information. Until then, little Easter eggs and interviews, because Toro spoke at an interview. I ain't fuck all that. Fuck all that. That's to keep the fans engaged. I do know Daima's finna hit in October, right? We know that. I'm just waiting on that to happen, so I see the epic failure of it, because the majority of people is pissed with Daima. You diehard ball suckers of Dragon Ball love it. I'm on the fence about it. Ultimately, I think it's gonna fucking suck ass. It might do worse than GT, but not as bad as Dragon Ball Evolution. Because we all know that's like the garbage. That's garbage. Okay? Like turd microorganism garbage. That's what that is. So I don't see it getting that bad, but I don't see it doing better than GT. I think GT might beat it. Because let's face it, it's number kids. And this, I forgot to mention in the live stream, this Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta shit. Why would Vegeta go Super Saiyan 3 in Daima? That makes no fucking sense. I heard in the live stream Geetum did a 3 when he was scratching his beard. Why would they give Vegeta Super Saiyan 3 in Daima? So everybody that want Vegeta to go Super Saiyan 3 as an adult has to wait to see him do it as a kid. That is some gay shit. If Daima takes place when I believe it takes place after the Frieza saga in Super, then they will have the powers in Super. If they gonna keep their powers, they will have the powers that they have in Super. Now, apparently, I don't think that's the case because we see Goku with a power pole, which I don't get it. My head hurt thinking about it. So obviously, they gonna probably take all the powers away, or the majority. But if Vegeta goes Super Saiyan 3 and Daima, there'll be some of the most cringiest, fucked up ass shit I've ever seen in my life. Because it took him being a kid to go Super Saiyan 3. It's like Goten can only do it, but Goten and Trunks couldn't do it by themselves. That was the stupidest shit in the world. They can go Super Saiyan 2s, but they can't go 3s unless they fuse. I never understood that. I just didn't understand that. Maybe the will of both combined in one body pushed them over the edge. I just never understood. That made no motherfucking sense. You know who's gonna probably do Super Saiyan 3 if Super continues though, and we'll probably get a chance maybe to see it. If they do the Plan Sadala arc, Kefla and Kale. I mean Khalifa, yeah, Khalifa and Kale. They'll be the ones. They mastered Khalifa mastered Super Saiyan 2 so quick it scared me. So I don't think Kaba's gonna get it no time soon. He's the Vegeta on Sadala. We all know who the Goku is. We know who the Goku is and who the Gohan is before we. Khalifa is the Goku. Gohan is the Kale, the Berserk. And Kaba is the Vegeta. The joke. So we already know what's gonna happen. If we see a Super Saiyan 3, a new 4-person get it, it'll be Khalifa. But if they give it to Vegeta and Daima, I'm telling you right now, that's gonna be a death blow of Daima. Makes no sense. So that's my opinion on all this. Just wait. Just wait. In the meantime, hey man, he'll start next month. Look at all the shit coming. We got Spy Family season 3 from the drop. One Punch Man season 3. Bleach gonna come back, and I think they're gonna make this arc the last arc because it's getting near the end. If not, it may be one more season. If they do the 1,000-Year Blood War, I can see it going 4 seasons long, but I'm pretty sure this is probably the final season because it's near the end. You know, Yahweh Yuaha. You know, he's at that point now where Ichigo and Aizen are about to team up, and it's getting to that point. We're about to see fucking Bunkais from fucking Ohara and shit. Yeah, man. I know I'm spoiling a lot of shit. If you ain't read the manga, I advise you go read it. I read it fucking 10 years ago, 12 years ago, actually. So go read it, because it's about to be a lot of Bunkais that you're about to see for the first time, and it's about to get good. We got all that coming. Demon Slayer, we got all that shit coming. We just had the hospital trainer, but that new Demon Slayer season gonna be coming by then. Like, oh, that shit's coming. So Daima's just, anybody don't care about that shit. I think Blue Eye Samurai Netflix gonna have its second season. Are you kidding me? I got anime for days coming on my store talking about even fucking Daima. Listen, I'm gonna say it again. Dragon Ball Z will always be the best, the cream of the crop, right? It's gonna be the best. And yes, my armpit sweaty guy because I went to the gym. Sorry about that. It's gonna be the best of the best. Okay. Dragon Ball is number 2. I know Dragon Ball started everything, but Dragon Ball Z has so many epic moments that Dragon Ball just can't relate. It can't. I'm sorry, it can't. It can't. I mean, Yamcha dying by Cyberman. The former with a gun. Goku sacrificed himself to save his son from Raditz. Piccolo finally got the dub on his arch rival, even though he kind of had to do it. And then the battle on Namek, all the hardships on Namek, Vegeta finally confessing to why he was the way that he was, crying for Goku to beat the guy that killed his daddy and enslaved his whole race. Like, you cannot. We ain't gonna talk about Gold Junior Saga. That don't even, we don't leave that there. You know, I can just keep going on. The Red Ribbon Army Trunks coming and telling Goku about his past, his future, and what happened. Like, there are so many moments. But we all know the greatest moment of all was when Goku finally went Super Saiyan on Namek after Frieza killed Krillin. We all know that's the epic moment up until Gohan surpassed him in Hyperbolic Time Chamber. And we finally seen that Super Saiyan 2 against Cell. But wait, Boo and Super Saiyan 3. I can keep going. So Z will always be, I'm a Z guy. Z will always be number 1. Then Dragon Ball. Super and GT has been battling out with me. I'm kind of on the fence about that. But Daima's going to be at the bottom of the barrel. I'm sorry. It's going to be that way. Then Evolution is like garbage. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I'm going to have to just leave it right there. Speedy Boy, Savar, Matner. I hope y'all enjoyed. You guys have a good, safe Labor Day weekend. I'm everyone. Peace.